talk a little bit about how to wear these. I think you guys should teach the class. You all look terrific in your shawl. So it's been a fun adventure, hasn't it? As we've thought about, we've been talking now for 6 weeks about the people that have inspired us and have that we might be knitting in honor of, and all of those things. And when you share, if you want to share what you enjoyed about knitting and who you knit for, or who inspired you, or anything that's been an inspiration for you, you can do that as well. And okay. A couple people still off to, because we got some background noise coming in. So, okay, very good. But we're going to start with Corinne. As we know, staff has been sharing their stories about their inspiration, and then so Corinne, I'm going to let you come off mute, and then you'll get to tell your story.
Can you hear me okay first off?
We can. You can speak up just a smidge.
Okay. So here is, and I don't know if you can see.
We can.
That's Grandma Mabel.
Ah, Grandma Mabel.
That's Grandma Mabel.
Beautiful.
I knitted in honor of Grandma Mabel. And I'm just going to read this. I think it'll only take a couple minutes, Angie, if you can hear me okay.
A little bit. You're a little bit muffled.
You know, let me switch out my sound.
Okay. Did you knit the Mabel then? Did you knit the actual Mabel? Oh my gosh. That is that had special meaning for you then, didn't it? To knit the Mabel. So we get to really see the picture of Grandma Mabel. Hi, Amy.
Hi.
How is that?
That's much better. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
That's what I thought. Okay, you bet. You bet. All right. Grandma Mabel. Due to my mom's illness, my grandma Mabel raised me the first year of my life, and I spent a lot of time with my grandma as I grew up. She was so much more than a grandmother. She was in many ways my mother, my first Sunday school teacher in the little country church we attended, my first official boss as a teen in the local bakery after she retired from the farm, and she taught me many of the skills I use today. She lived to be 103. Woo! I know, bless her heart. And her mind was very sharp. I was Grandma's shadow. Grandma lived on a farm. She maintained a beautiful fenced-in lawn, fenced in due to her chickens, with flower beds bordering the fence and a huge garden on the back fence behind the house. And just a picture here, my brother and I smelling Grandma's flowers.
Oh, neat, neat.
She was so proud of her flowers. I helped with yard work, pulling weeds and picking whatever was in season from her garden. Grandma also liked to pick her flowers and bring them indoors. I would help her make pretty flower arrangements that she would place in vases around the house. She raised chickens, and so I helped with the watering, feeding, closing the coops at the sundown, gathering the eggs, washing them, and putting them in cartons to sell to the egg man in town. She would always get new baby chicks in the spring, and it was one of my greatest pleasures to visit the new ones. I admit I wasn't much help with the butchering. I loved them too much. She hand milked 3 cows and then ran the milk through the milk cream separator to have fresh milk on her hand for her family. And she was always giving away mason jars of milk for us to take home, along with any canned goods and eggs, or my favorite, chocolate chip cookies. I remember helping her with her housework. I was small enough to crawl behind the furniture to dust the mop boards. Grandma was always thinking of ways to keep me busy, Whatever small hands could do, Grandma would figure out ways for me to help. I remember helping with the laundry using her wringer washer. And then the items went through the bluing for the rinse, and then back through the wringer again, and then outside to hang on the line to dry. And then came the ironing, even the bed sheets. I asked her why she ironed the bed sheets because no one else would know or see them. And her response was, because I know. That was Grandma. Oh, goodness. I got lessons in sewing, baking, embroidery, weaving, and any other art project that Grandma was doing. She would always keep me busy with a craft. She later got the quilting bug, and I learned knitting from a classmate. My love for crafting began with Grandma. By Grandma's rules, you couldn't just sit down in front of a TV and be idle. You needed to keep your hands occupied and be constructive. And so, after supper, after all the chores were done, we would watch a TV program and we would craft together. Grandma didn't pick up knitting, but she was so proud of the things that I made her and would usually display them rather than wear them. A day doesn't go by that I don't utilize what I was taught by my grandma. I am so thankful to share a little glimpse of this precious lady with you today. And I am wearing the Mother's Day shawl named Mabel in her honor. I love you, Grandma.
Oh, how sweet. When did she pass away, Corinne?
You know, that was probably about 4 years ago.
So you had her for such a nice long time.
I really did. And grandchildren and great grandchildren knew her as well. So it was really a blessing.
I think there's quite a resemblance. You want to hold her picture up again? Wouldn't you all agree that there is, she's just beautiful, quite a resemblance, Corinne. I think you've got a dimple there maybe too, huh?
Oh, when I'm not overweight. Cheeks get too chubby. So,
excuse me, I've got a tickle. So I know you came in the store and you said, I have to knit the Mabel. I have to knit that. And I find it fascinating when she said, you can't be idle. So there's not a time that people don't often come in the store and say, I just can't stand to sit.
mm-hmm.
And I think if we talk to folks here on the Zoom call, they would say, I can't stand to just sit and do nothing. And that's what's perfect about knitting. So what did you enjoy about making your Mabel?
Well, first off, I thought it was very unique because she would have loved these colors. And I didn't have any choice in the selection of the colors. No. Because you just wanted names. And I came in and I saw the Mabel and I go, I need to knit that in honor of Grandma because she loved these colors. She wore these colors a lot.
Oh my gosh.
So I just thought, yep, I've got to make this. But it was very easy to do. I enjoyed it. It was fun because you could break it up a little bit. It has a little bit of a not really difficult lace work, but it's just is such a fast, fun knit. And I am planning on making another one.
Yes, of course.
I've got the yarn for it. I just need to get busy and do it. So
aren't you matching a dress for Mother's Day, right?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So I'm making my own Mother's Day shawl.
I think it's fascinating that you match your room there. With your
the room is a hot pink, but you know, it's distorted, but I do have a shirt that I'm wearing that has the greens and oranges and beiges in it, which is, you know, again, some of my favorite colors to wear. So
absolutely. So I know, Corinne, we often call upon you. Corinne has a retail background. You were manager at Banana Republic, right? And Victoria's Secret. And so we often call upon Corinne for our styling advice. So you've got your shawl, model tonight. You want to share what you did?
Yes, this is one of the, and I can't even think of it right now,
Jewel.
the jewel. I apologize. My brain is so busy from work today, but I've got a jewel circle and stick pin. However, I thought Grandma would have really loved this one as well. And I don't know if you have any of these left, but that would look really attractive
Yes.
as well. But you know, in honor of Mother's Day, I could have really worn a brooch. This was my grandmother's.
Beautiful.
Again, the green,
Mhm.
which you could definitely pin. And I
Oh,
like,
gorgeous.
yeah, for a little bit dressier,
Hmm.
especially since it's Mother's Day. I thought, how many of us have old brooches from our mothers or grandmothers? And just a way to display something that means something to you. I know that you even, Angie, put a brooch on, like a headband or an ear muff for
Right.
winter this Christmas, and I thought that was really pretty.
Well, it's amazing to me that these pins still look so beautiful. Like that's just gorgeous on there, Corinne. Just
Yeah.
really pretty. Definitely. And so you just tucked it in and you're letting your
I
tail
Yep, I just
loosely hang.
flip-flopped it over and just put it in there. I
Uh-huh.
like the way you're wearing it too, Angie. I think for a more casual look, that's what I'm probably going to do.
Well, I love wearing this just when I want, not so much today when it's 90 degrees, but when I want, or in cool air conditioning,
Right.
just to have a little something. And then what's nice is it shows the back this way. And so
Mhm.
there's just so many ways to wear our pieces. And I think, I've said this before, people say I just don't wear shawls or I don't wear them because, and
Mm.
that's unfortunate. So we really want to help build your confidence in being able to wear your shawl. So I'm going to show you a couple of others, but thank you for sharing your story about Mabel. And
Yeah.
it's inspirational. And I like how you did your end of your shawl with the fat color and the two skinnies, and very fun.
Yeah, I just kind of played around with the colors the way I thought. I added a few more rows because
Yes.
I like mine just a little bit longer to keep myself warm in the air conditioning in the summer.
Uh-huh. Yes.
So I like that. And also, I've said in the past, I used to accessorize quite a bit with jewelry, but more and more, I'm finding I accessorize with my knitwear.
Mm-hmm.
So my jewelry doesn't get as much use as it used to,
Yes. Okay.
which is
So
okay.
it's good to put our jewelry on with our knitwear, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, most
Very
definitely.
good. Well, thank you so much for sharing
Yeah.
your story, and great to see her picture and just all of the above. So thanks, Corinne. I appreciate that. So we're
Mhm.
going to, I can kind of see if you've got a shawl on or if you've got something. So I'm going to call you by name and allow you to share. And what we'll do, this was my first Mother's Day. So if you'll I know you're all, well, we'll just take your picture how you are. So this was my first Mother's Day. I ended up with 3 Mother's Days. But this was the first one. And Robin, it looks like you've got your gift recipient there with you, I bet. And
Yes.
so do you want to introduce and share your piece? You got everybody, you'll have to take yourself off mute as we go here. There you go. Nope, not quite. Nope. Try it again.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
This is my mother, Vera Hampton, and she was my inspiration of making this
Vera.
shawl. And I got it done early, and I just couldn't help but want to show her. And I went to Chico's today, and they had this shirt that matched the scarf perfectly. So I had a lot of fun and
Oh
gave it
my,
to her early. And she's just been the perfect example of what a great mother. She raised 4 children and had 3 different businesses, and it's been a great mother and grandmother. And it's been fun to have her here in Lincoln and to be able to, I think this is the 3rd shawl I've knitted her. So it's been really, really fun.
it's been kind of a tradition for you, hasn't it, Robin? to
has,
knit the
it
Mother's
has.
Day.
Yes,
Vera,
definitely.
you look like $1 million in that.
Thank you. I feel that way.
Do you?
Yes, I love it.
Yeah. What do you love about it?
Just the way it fits. It doesn't, it can be done so many different ways, but it just is easy to put on, and it just kind of like falls on and goes in place, and it's just this nice and comfortable, and I love it.
It is beautiful. And what do you love about having Robin as your daughter?
Oh, I love that. She's adorable.
Mhm.
Oh, well, I'm glad that you could be with us tonight. It's
Yes, I'm
just
glad I moved
beautiful.
here. I moved here 8 years ago, so it's been a while.
Yeah, well, all the better. All the better. Robin, congratulations. It looks beautiful. Great
Thank
job.
you.
She does
Thank
do a
you.
beautiful job.
Thanks to you and
Yeah.
your teaching.
Oh, well, you're kind, but you guys have to knit the stitches. So you have to knit the stitches. Let's see.
I'll ask her what she's
Um,
doing, and it's always, I'm knitting.
We can all relate to that, can't we?
Mm, Yeah.
Well, congratulations and thank you.
Thank
Thank you for being on. Amy Bacon, let's take a look at yours, and then Luann Gruber, you'll be next.
Okay, certainly. So let me get this unwound here. I think this one was called the Lily, and I knit this one for my mom, and I did a little bit of extra detailing on the very end, that white section.
Neat.
Her colors are very much a white, black, and gray palette, so I figured this would work
Okay, hold
perfectly
it up,
for her.
Hold it up so I can
Oh.
get a picture. Well, I have to see you too. I
Okay,
can't-
well, I'm peeking.
I love the colors.
Yeah, so I'm very happy how it turned out. This was super fast. In fact, I was just finishing up weaving at ends because I've been focused on my brioche shawl lately. But I do have more yarn to knit another one of these for myself. So that'll go on the needles just as soon as I cast off my brioche shawl.
I think it looks pretty good with that shirt you've got on.
Oh, thank you.
Very good. Congratulations. Amy.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Okay, Luann, you'll be next, and then Nancy Schmidt. So Luann,
Okay, get this off.
yeah.
I knit, I guess, knit this in memory of my mother. She didn't teach me to knit, but you know, she taught me a lot of other things. So
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun, nice and easy, which kind of need that every once in a while.
Yes.
I haven't done a second one, but I might do one sometime. You know, I liked it a lot. So yeah, I'd do it again.
What was your mom's name?
Marion.
What
And
Marion.
Marion is my mom's name. I think this was the June. I picked it out. You know, it wasn't the kit, but I think we figured out that it was the June, even though I picked it out separately. So.
Uh-huh. Okay, hang on. Let's take your picture. There we go. Well, it's beautiful. What a unique. I can see after we look
Thank
at all
you.
these things, all these shawls, that we're going to say, I want to make that one. I want to make that one. That is stunning
Yeah.
with the yellow. And that's
Yes.
hand knit cotton, I believe.
Yes, it is hand knit cotton.
Because the hand knit cotton has that brighter yarns.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really pops.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, fabulous. All right. Let's see. Thanks for sharing, Luann. Nancy Schmidt and then Cheryl Beck.
Okay, here's mine.
Ooh, neat.
Blues and pinks.
Blues and pinks. Okay, be still so I can take your picture. There we go. I got to see you. Everybody's hiding behind their thing. What the heck? There we go.
That's the
Great.
first one.
Uh-huh.
And that I kind of knit after my mom and my daughter.
Mhm.
They're both named Sarah. And I lost my mom to breast cancer when, gosh, I was 23. And I was pregnant with my first child when my mom passed on. And then, when I was pregnant, we were going to name my first child after my mom, except for I had a boy. So then we moved it down one.
Mhm.
So that was that one. So then I decided to make another one because you had made your second one in blues.
Right.
And
right.
so I'm working on the second one, and it's in like 2 shades of blue and then the pop color.
Uh-huh.
And I love it. Love it. So
And are you keeping them or are you giving them away?
I'm still debating.
Okay.
The kids aren't real hip on the knitwear a whole lot, especially the shawls and stuff, but I work in an office that's really cold, and I like to have stuff around my neck because I work down in the basement. And so I've been wearing lots of knitwear in the basement. So, but yeah, I'll, eventually they'll get my knit stuff.
Very good. Well, it's great to hear about knitting in honor of your mother that passed away from breast cancer.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. That's why the pink is in there.
You bet.
So,
Absolutely. Very good.
yeah. So,
Great.
yeah. The
Thank you
fast
for
knit,
sharing.
fast knit.
Yeah, absolutely the best.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing, Nancy. Okay, Cheryl Beck and then Becky Robertson, you'll be next.
I knitted the hazel in honor of my mom. And I enjoyed it so much that I started a second one, but I'm only using 2 colors instead of 3.
Well, there you go. Fun.
And so I'm just doing navy and white for my second one.
Very pretty.
I'm not very far.
That's a great idea. 2 colors will work.
Yep, just 2 colors. And I enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing it, obviously, because I'm doing a second one.
Are you keeping it for yourself?
But
are you keeping
yes, the girls in my life right now do not wear shawls. I just think they don't understand that you don't have to wear it, a certain way, that you can wear it for their age group.
Mhm.
And that's something I hope I can show them and teach them as I go along, so that maybe if they see that there's different ways you can wear it, maybe they would be more interested, because they like all the knitwear, but the shawls are not something that they will wear right now.
Sure.
So maybe I can change that.
Yeah, or you can just keep wearing them yourself. Oh, well.
That's true.
Thank you for sharing. Okay, Becky Robertson and then Becky Bruins, you'll be after Becky.
Hey,
We'll do the
hey,
Beckys
Nancy,
together.
Can you skip me? I need to go charge my computer. So I'll come back. I need to get it
Sure.
plugged.
Sure, we can do that.
Okay, I'll
Not
come
a
back in a
problem.
second.
Okay, that's fine. All right, Becky, you're going to be up quicker then, Becky Bruins. Oh, can't hear you. And then Sarah Gilbert, you'll be next.
So my family isn't very knit worthy, so I did not knit for my mother. It ended up kind of a long story short. I was going to knit one for my hairdresser for Christmas. Didn't know which shawl to do. And so I was getting a hold of her friend who also cuts hair in the same place. And she goes, "You're going to knit that for Colleen?" And I said, "Yeah." And she goes, "Well, I want one." And then you came out with your shawl kit. So I did the Denim Revive, and I picked out my own colors.
Ooh, beautiful.
So it's kind of a charcoal and a jade and a cream.
Gorgeous. Okay, hold
And
it. Wow.
I'm having trouble giving it away though. So, and then I bought one of your leather straps, and it holds it right in place, and it looks really good.
Very good. It's gorgeous. I love that dark green, that jade, I guess it is.
Yeah, I'm not
That-
sure what the name of the color is, but
Uh-huh.
but I did finally knit something for my mom. Her name is Linda, and I tried some fingerless mitts, and she actually loves them because she's the only one in the family right now that doesn't have a heated steering wheel, and she complains. So I did some fingerless mitts for her, and she's enjoying those so far anyway.
Oh, good, 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 good. Well, we often talk about knitworthy, don't we? And
Yeah.
some people don't really quite understand that. But once you've knit for somebody that then doesn't appreciate it, we understand what knitworthy means. Correct.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe it's just finding the right thing. Well,
And thanks for creating this kit. It came at the perfect time, and I really enjoyed it.
good. I'm glad. It looks beautiful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Sarah and then Linda Thurber. Can't hear you, Sarah.
There we go.
Yep.
Mine is the blue and the green
Uh-huh.
and then the white. And it's a fun knit, but I got in a big toot about picking out my colors. And then you started talking about in honor of somebody or somebody that it reminds you of. My grandmother's name was Rose.
Okay.
So I am doing the second one. I've just started it, but I bought some rose colored yarns to do for my grandmother. That one I will definitely keep myself.
Oh, wow. Fabulous. I think it really is encouraging to us to hear you guys all being so inspired about, just we're so busy in our world and in our life today to really stop and pause and think about those people that are special, for us. And I think Valerie talked in her presentation about how every stitch, she thought about all those stitches that her grandmother had made or whoever was knitting, and how we think about that now, and to know that all these people before us, that if we have people that have knit for us or made us, they were thinking about us. And I love the fact that knitting is a kind of a heritage thing and can be passed on. Not always do our kids or our, our nieces or nephews want to take up knitting, unfortunately. But that would be just good and heartwarming for us. Okay, Linda Thurber, let's hear from you.
So I have the cotton cashmere.
Ooh, that's gorgeous.
And I absolutely loved the feel of the yarn.
Got it.
I decided to cut rather than carry.
Uh-huh.
And so I had quite a few ends to weave in this afternoon. But I got it done.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. It was worth weaving in. Is that the charcoal? That charcoal down there, kind of?
There's charcoal kind of at both ends, and then a blue and cream in the middle.
Fabulous. Just fabulous. Wow.
Knit in honor of my grandmother, Nellie.
Your grandmother, Nellie. Oh, what a great name. Oh my gosh. I don't know if they'll say grandmother Angie. I don't even have grandkids, but I don't think that sounds very cool as Nellie or June or Lily or, but I guess it will be. That's beautiful, Linda. Congratulations. Kay, I know you've got yours on, and then Gwen will hear from you. But Kay, let's see how you have styled your piece, and give us some tips on that if you don't mind.
Okay, what I did is I just did a wrap and brought can you see okay what I'm doing here?
Yeah.
Kind of the point end just down and wrapped around. And then because the ends are long enough, I just did a knot. And that way it just stays in place all the time. And if I don't want the knot, I just do a thing where I tuck it in and have just then.
Yes, it's beautiful.
As such.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So tell us who you knit in honor of.
Well, I did in honor of my mother. And so I had shared the story of her, and she was a crocheter, a sewer, not a knitter, but she at least supported me getting into the knitting habit. And because I learned when I was a teenager.
Uh-huh. It's beautiful. And your colors, you got a lot of sun, good sun coming in there.
Yeah, I got a lot of sun. I've got the blue, the coral, and the cream.
Oh,
Yeah, too much sun coming in. But you
Very
know what? I love the sun, so I'm not blocking it total.
No way, no way. And, you know, I just want to brag on Kay a moment, because I think Kay put in, well, I know a number of hours. I want to say 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 of searching and searching and searching for a pattern for the Mother's Day. So she would send me messages and say, here's this one, here's that one. And then we'd say, it doesn't have 3 colors, or the portion of it's too difficult. And so we spent a lot of time, Kay especially. So on Ravelry, I mean, hours on Ravelry, and finding this shawl. And then when we found it, it wasn't even that outstanding. You know how some pictures on Ravelry aren't, you know, they aren't that not, you know, they don't grab you. But we liked I guess we liked the patterns, didn't we, Kay?
Mm-hmm. And one thing we looked at, we kept thinking, will it be too easy that people won't want to do it because of not being super challenging? But yet we also were hearing from a lot of customers that right now they need a little more simplicity in their life, that there's enough things that are challenging and take thought and attention, that we need something that's kind of a relaxing. And with this, and you really get into a rhythm. And I think that's what's really a plus of this. So I've been just thrilled that so many of you got on board to do this, and that you've enjoyed it enough that you've done not 1, but maybe 2 or maybe 3. So to me, that was a real success in this pattern, that all of the neat ones that we see out here really attest to it, and kudos to you.
Yes, yeah, we have 110 being made. So that's our largest participation, and we count all of our seconds. So we feel like that, even if it's made by the one person, we still count them, because it's just our largest participation ever. So thank you for your support, and thank you for loving the project as much as we loved it. I had many moments of, I don't know, up until kind of the very end, and I was nervous about it, but you know, because we don't know for sure. We try to hit the mark, but we don't always know for sure. So we're pleased that you're pleased, no doubt. Gwen, let's see your beautiful shawl, and then Becky will come back to you, Robertson.
I knitted the Darlene. I called in and Valerie helped me, and we had a little chuckle because I said, oh my, that's my husband's ex-wife's name. Oh, well, it won't be in honor of her, but I'll do it in honor of my mother. And her name was Anna. I don't know if you can see.
Oh, yes, beautiful.
And she was a crocheter. I taught her to crochet. And she was not a knitter. She was a tatter, I think, at some point in her life. And she sewed a lot, and she taught 4-H and taught me a lot. And, you know, when you're young growing up, you don't necessarily appreciate all that. But as you get older, you do. Absolutely. And I miss her a lot. So it's in honor of her. And I'm glad beautiful. I did it.
I'm glad you did too. Hold it up again.
I anticipate making another one. It's
all right. Okay, I got to see you a little bit. So go like this. No, go like this. Hold it like this. There we go. There we go. Now we're getting the drill down. Gwen, it's beautiful. I love how you did the ends. That was very neat.
It was fun, and I anticipate making another one. The hot pink and black is screaming my name. So
yes.
That will be coming forth.
Great, great, great. Thank you. Thank you, Gwen. Becky, are you plugged in now?
Plugged in, charged up. So
Okay, good.
I chose the colors of the, let me turn it on the right side here.
Turn it on the right side.
The pink and grays and green. And I thought it was an easy pattern. I enjoyed it.
Good.
And I made it in honor of my grandmother who taught me how to crochet. Much like Corinne, I learned a lot from my grandmother.
Yes.
So I know she'd be very proud if she had a chance to see this.
Okay, just hold it there and I'll take your photo because I take it and then your mouth's open there. We don't, that's beautiful. Oh, one more. Oh, I love the green pop in there, Becky.
Yeah, it is. I like the gray and the green, or the gray and the
Oh,
pink.
yeah.
I really
Yep.
like.
Yep,
And
yep.
I like seeing the different ways people are wearing it, you know, just over the shoulder like you had, or Corinne had the pin and the stick. I'd be interested in doing that. I also thought it would be fun just to do a solid color, you know, all
It
just
would.
one, you know, I might try that.
And it's been a while since I had this brainstorm because I've had 110 since then. But there's some great Noro yarn that would be fabulous done in this pattern, and it would stripe out. So it would just,
Oh, really?
Yeah, there is. In fact, I have no business casting one on, but I guess it'll be 4 maybe for me. So, but we've got a number of great Noro yarns that would just flow and it would stripe naturally.
That'd be cool. I did add a few different, a few more stripes at the end. I alternated. You can't really.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's neat.
And I am working on a shawl, but it's at fingerling weight and it's taking forever. Like,
I know. That's what we love about this shawl is that it is a fast knit. Okay,
is.
let's see. Lori, thank you, Becky. It's fabulous. Lori Kavanaugh, I see you've got yours on. Michelle, do you have one to show? I see, I'm just checking here. Okay, hang on. And Virginia, Linda Tran, do you have one to show? Linda Tran. Okay, and Amy, do you have, okay. All right, so Lori, let's see yours, and then Michelle will come down to you.
I did the Claudia. And
Woo. Okay, here we go. Picture time. Fashion show picture. You're on the runway. Okay, got it.
And I really did this knit in memory of my mother, grandmother, and my daughter, Amy. 3 very strong women in my life. Except for my daughter, my mother and grandmother did not knit. But I took knitting up when my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer, and started with scarves and sat in the hospital with her and at hospice and knit. And my daughter saw me knitting and she took up knitting and is now a better knitter than me. But it's enjoyable, and like you said, I find it very relaxing. Very, very relaxing. And I love the pattern because it changed colors and it was an easy knit. And, you know, I think sometimes we're always trying to challenge ourselves, and this time it was just enjoyable.
Good. We appreciate that feedback. And you're right. We just need something simple every once in a while. Simple and fast.
Yes.
Right. Okay, Michelle, and then Virginia, you'll be next.
I had no knitters in my family. And I had my boyfriend in high school and his mother was a knitter. So I wanted to knit. I crocheted all my life, but my grandmothers did show me that. But I did the Helen and I didn't get it done. So
You're
I'm still
close.
about 20 rows off, but crazy colors.
Oh, I love them.
I love it. I love it. calypso colors. I'm a quilter too, and I quilt in these colors. So
Okay, hold it still. There you go. Beautiful. That is stunning. See,
my kids
I
love it.
mean,
I love the colors.
yeah. Oh, yes,
I have
absolutely.
great granddaughters coming in August, and I'm going to make them stuff out of this cotton. It's it's just awesome.
Awesome cotton. Yes, it is. Because cotton sometimes splitty, and this cotton is not splitty. It's
very soft.
yeah.
This
Good.
was wonderful. I so enjoyed doing it. I'm going to make the revival one when you get them in. The denim.
Okay. Yeah.
The one you made. Yeah, I want that one.
Yeah, I was online with Rowan today, and they have some containers arriving in the United States. So hopefully some of those yarns are going to be back in stock.
Yay.
Good. Yay. Well, it's beautiful. Thanks for sharing. Okay, Virginia, and then Amy.
Okay, mine, I had Kay help me pick out the colors, and I think I have the same colors as her. I made this in honor of my mother, who just passed away on March 11th. And the last few years that she was in the nursing home, she just admired my knitting and could just sit and feel it and just enjoyed it every bit of, and just said, oh, I wish I could do as much as you.
Oh,
so that's why I did this.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I'm sure it's a nice comfort for you, having just lost your mom, Virginia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice one to make. Yep.
Yeah, it looks great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Amy.
So the first one I did was sort of to honor those who made me a mom. So I did my oldest favorite color, yellow, with my youngest favorite color, purple, and then a gray base because my husband and my first dog was Rusty and he was gray.
I love it. What a theme.
I loved it so much that I did a second one in the denim revive. And this one is more symbolic of my whole family. Every summer we would go down to the Jersey Shore. So the blues and the teals are for the ocean. And then this pink color, my mom and I went to Salve Regina University in Newport, Rhode Island. And there was a sweatshirt there that my grandmother loved. It was coral. And my mom and I would always joke and always wear that sweater when we want to feel close to Grandy. So I knit with that one too. And I took what we learned and did, I don't know if you could see it, but I did some of that mosaic stitching in from the Embrace Your Chill.
Sure. Good for you. Hold it up. Let's get your picture. It's beautiful. Great. Got it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Congratulations. I love it. All right. Let's see. Wendy or Karen or Sue. Who else haven't we heard from? Here comes Karen. She's got some of hers going on. Karen, let's see yours.
It's not done yet, but I love the yak yarn.
Oh, great. Well, it's pretty darn close to being done.
Yeah, it's the Mary, but I switched the blue and the orange and not the blue, the pink and the orange around. So
okay, it looks great, Karen. Hold it up again. Fabulous. Yep, you got to get it. Very good. I love it. Very good. Congratulations. All right, Wendy, do you have yours?
Well, I'm almost done. I'm just doing the edge, but I like these because these are my favorite colors. So I'm making it myself, and I love the yarn. It's fun to feel it, and it's nice and soft. So.
Okay, hold it up. Keep holding it.
It was a fun thing.
That is, what was yours? Cotton cashmere, wasn't it?
Yeah, cotton cashmere. Yeah.
Very nice. Okay.
Thank you.
Very good. Very, very good. Okay, let's see. Sue Wilkins, you have anything you want to share? You're watching, right? Yep. Okay, glad you're here. Deanna, you're watching? You're sharing. She's watching. Okay, good. Jackie? Okay, let's see. Looks good. Can't hear you, but it looks good. You're getting there. Right. And Linda Tran. Nothing. She just saying no, she's glad she's here. Fabulous. Did I miss anybody? Did we hear from everybody that wanted to share? Very good. Well, it's absolutely fabulous. I'm going to show you my other two. This is my Denim Revive. I have to tell you that I have worn these shawls over and over and over again. And this one is the darker denim and then kind of the cream and then, I don't know, a sailor. But one of the things that we don't do with shawls is I like to do this with my shawl. So you see how I'm really rolling it up almost like a scarf, okay? And then I like to wear it that way. So look at that. Super simple, looks completely different than wearing it the other way, but I still get the look. And I think what happens is we spend a lot of time with our projects and we love the lace and we love all that, but then, and we want to show it all. Well, sometimes they're awkward to show. And this, which you could do this with and wear it like that. I'll back up a little bit so you can see it like that. I love to wear mine just kind of like a tight turtleneck cowl. And then I'll take the ends and tie them back behind and tuck them under. And then lots of times I will just give it a little bit of a roll so that I can see what I like. But I love to wear these like this. And I'll even take my big shawls and wear them like this. I love to wear scarves. And so sometimes a shawl isn't like a scarf. And I don't want to just knit an 8-inch wide scarf and wear it that way, because this has some texture and some difference in the colors. So that's one of the ways, if you can get it off, that I like to wear it. The other thing, so don't be afraid to roll it up. And what's nice about this cotton is it just comes right back just how you have it. I mean, it is really really a nice piece. So that was my second one. And then this is my third one, of which I'm super fond of because it's kind of my khaki. I call it my khaki. And so it's got kind of an oatmeal color and it's got a cocoa color and then it's got a nice cream color. And let me show you how I would wear this. These are a little hard. We do this in the shop when we've got help. But the other thing, and I've shown this before, I like to do is just tie a loose end in one end and leave it open like that. And then you can take the other portion of it and pull the shawl through that. And then you would tie up, let me find my end. There it is. You would tighten that up and that would hold that, because sometimes when we tie and then throw that over the back. Sometimes when we make it tight here, a tie here, then we end up with this big glob here. So if you just make a little slip knot and then put your tail through, and then you can cinch that up and wear it. And then you can wear, it would be fashionable to wear that back and over your shoulder. Okay, I mean, and then this shows more of the shawl. I too have some of the jewel, and this is one of the honeybees. And so let's see if I can do this without poking myself. You can just poke that in and wear that beautiful pin. And then I also have one of the circular ones similar to like what Corinne has that you could wear. And again, you can put it up here, but sometimes we forget to put them like here, like Corinne was showing her pin. We always want to make it work in the knot, but sometimes maybe it works better in a different spot. And so I would encourage you to get your jewelry out like Corinne mentioned. But I love this one too because of the cocoa color. as I mentioned earlier, I was on the webinar today with Rowan, and they always have Trisha, who ran Vogue Knitting in New York. And she always does a style, a fall fashion preview. And one of the new colors that we're going to see is browns. So getting away from the grays and the blacks and brown, you know, black is a new neutral, navy's a new neutral. We're going to see some browns coming back in. So I thought, well, this is just kind of perfect to be able to wear that. So I too have just thoroughly enjoyed making the Mother's Day and participating with all of you and just celebrating women. I know in Nomadic Knits, if you've gotten yours, our third shipment should arrive tomorrow. For those of you that ordered at the very end, they will be there. And we'll have a few more for sale too, and then I'll order again. But there's great stories in there about inspirational women from Nebraska and Iowa. It's just a great book if you haven't got that. So we're going to give some prizes away tonight. We're going to give another teapot away, and our teapot has a diffuser in it. And so you can, this is more than your mug that you got, which I hope you're enjoying. You can make a whole pot of tea and really be up all night because you drank the whole pot of tea, right? So Kay, I've got everybody on a number here that shared tonight. So Kay, are you still here? She might. Oh yeah, there she is. I'm looking at your light. You want to pick a number between 1 and 22.
17.
17. That is Robin Nett. So Robin, congratulations. Yay. You can have tea with your mom. How about that? There we go. All right. And we're also going to be giving away a Making magazine. And so I forgot to grab it, but it's the new Making magazine, and they have recipes and sewing, and it's a lovely magazine as well. So Robin, if you'll pick another number other than 17. Oh, she's saying 5. Luann Gruber. Luann, congratulations to you. Fabulous. All right, and then I'm going to give away another Mother's Day kit. So you can pick your yarn that you would like to make another Mother's Day project out. So Luann, you can't pick 17 and you can't pick 5.
21.
21 is Amy. Where's Amy? Is she gone? There she is. No, well, we'll have to let Amy know. There you are, Amy Rago. It's you. Yeah, sorry. So you get to make another one. Yay. So next time you're in, you can stop and pick out, and we'll have some more. So thank you again, everyone, for being on this journey with us. We will have, I don't know why, but it's just, Mother's Day's always been kind of special, and special as I think about all the women in my life, and just honoring women. And I always have a plant, and that will be at the shop on Thursday. That next time we see you, stop by, and we have a little plant for you as just in honor of all you do and all the people in your life that are important to you. So we'll have that, and we probably will be doing another little teapot giveaway. So we'll be posting on social media and then asking you to share about who's special to you. So we'll be doing that as well. So thank you all for being on. We appreciate, Becky says, thanks for our hard work for picking out the pattern and the projects. You're very welcome. It's our pleasure. We do have a ball of fun doing it, even though there are some sleepless moments as we're thinking about it. And you will not want to miss the Huskow this year. Oh my gosh. We've had a breakthrough, and we're getting the pattern up and going. And if you love the simplicity of this, you'll love the simplicity of that. It's fabulous. So it's not even made yet. We don't even have it designed, but the concept is just fabulous. So we appreciate you being part of our world, and thank you very much, and have a great evening. Okay. All right. Bye. See you soon.
Bye.